Yeah, no. So the reason why we're here is because I don't know. I'm sure you're aware that just recently the ATF classified the FRTs, the force
Sure.
reset triggers, as machine guns.
Yeah.
So we are aware that you may have purchased some of these FRTs.
Okay.
So now we are having, like, the whole agency is basically reaching out to these purchasers.
That's incredible.
And we have to pick them up. You know, they're
Okay.
illegal. So
I won't be answering any questions today. I don't have any comments on this subject. I won't be giving you anything.
okay, so you
Are you refusing to give us the trigger?
I'm not refusing anything. I won't be answering any questions.
okay. But okay, so we are aware that you did purchase FRTs. Again, you wouldn't be in trouble if you just give those up to us, or
Okay.
if you sold them, you can tell me you sold them.
Sure.
You know,
Okay.
and you're not going to be in trouble for that.
I understand.
So we're just here, honestly, like, just to pick them up.
It's interesting how the ATF has the resources, time, and know-how to go door to door to collect trigger packs from legal gun owners, but can't seem to curtail the illegal gun trafficking that goes on in this country. Their priorities are backwards. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel, like my content, and would like to support me, you can do so with the link in the description box. But let's talk about this. Now, for those of you who know, you should know, this has been an ongoing case, if you wish, that's been pretty much been going on still since 2022. There's a company that makes what they call the WOT trigger, which is the wide open trigger, is a forced reset trigger, which allows you to fire an AR-15, because that's what they're mostly made for, more rapidly. Now, does not act as the definition of a machine gun as defined by the ATF, but the ATF in all its wisdom and authoritarianism said that these are actually creating machine guns and demanded that the company stop selling them. The company sued them back in 2022, January. They put a lawsuit forward. That's after moving their facility to another state, and the judge basically, in that case, dismissed the case. So it basically went into effect that the ATF has now stopped the sale of them and is now going door to door to collect these triggers from people. Immediately, of course, and I hope some of you just like raised an eyebrow. Immediately, it raises the question, where did the ATF get this information from? Now, I want to come over to here. And this is from Ammo Land, okay? And I'm not going to get all of this, but this is a great article. I'll leave it, once again, I'll try to leave it in the description box. But there's a little bit of information here. But the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive has begun an effort to recover wide open triggers from gun owners in multiple states. The WOT is a forced reset trigger. A forced reset trigger uses the energy from the bolt carrier group to reset the trigger. This action allows the shooter to fire the gun at an accelerated rate. The ATF claims that most, now they didn't say all, but most FRTs are machine guns, even though the gun owner must pull the trigger to expel each shot. The ATF claims it is still a single function of the trigger and therefore a machine gun, which literally defies the ATF's definition of what a machine gun is. But RareBreed Triggers is facing a lawsuit in New York by the United States government over the selling FRTs. RareBreed Triggers has unsuccessfully sued the federal government on multiple occasions and in different districts. In January 2022, the ATF showed up at the doors of Big Daddy Unlimited and other Big Daddy Enterprise businesses to confiscate the company's stock of WOTs and RareBreed Trigger, the RareBreed Trigger FRT-15. The company handed over all the triggers and stopped selling them. In March of the same year, the ATF released an open letter claiming that some FRTs are machine guns. Quote, ATF's examination found that some FRT devices allow a firearm to automatically expel more than one shot with a single continuous pull of the trigger. For this reason, ATF has concluded that FRTs that function this way are a combination of parts designed and intended for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun, and hence ATF has classified these devices as machine guns, as defined by the NFA and GCA. The ATF letter read. Boy, doesn't that just sound absolutely familiar, how they can just arbitrarily decide to redefine what the NFA and GCA says to make it fit what they want. But last Friday, Ammo Land News received reports that ATF agents in Texas were visiting select gun owners in an attempt to try to cover WOT triggers from gun owners who purchased the item from the Big Daddy Unlimited website. Okay. On Tuesday, Ammo Land News received notification from other gun owners beyond Texas. The ATF agents had either visited or called asking that the gun owners voluntarily turn over the triggers. Agents told the people that they were not in any trouble and just wanted the triggers. Yeah. Trust me, I'm from the government. Claiming they were machine guns. They further claimed that the owners were violating the National Firearms Act of 1934 by owning the triggers. Ammo Land News contacted Tom McKnight, the owner of Big Daddy Unlimited and Wide Open Enterprises, and asked if he or the company had turned over customer information. He adamantly denied that the company had sent any information on their customers to the ATF. He stated that the company digitally shredded all transactions of the sale of the triggers, although there are methods of wiping data to make it hard to recover. There's not a 100% foolproof way of ensuring the data is gone outside shredding the drives where the customer files are stored. But apparently, and this section, this whole paragraph here talks about how they could have done it through the credit card companies, because McKnight uses authorized.net to process the credit card payments that people use to purchase these items. And this possibility that authorized.net acquiesced and gave this information to the ATF, which is really a shame. The same thing here as it says when Polymer 80 customers were being tracked down, it turned out the ATF asked for and received information from the credit processors and stamps.com. Now, come down here. Last August, the ATF started showing up at people's doors across the country trying to recover RareBreed FRT-15 triggers. Many owners did surrender triggers, but others took a more defiant stand. All gun owners that were visited purchased their triggers off Gunbroker. This time, all the WOT triggers that we have spoken to, our owners, have apparently purchased their triggers directly from the BDU website. Ammo Land News reached out to the ATF to get an answer as to where the Bureau acquired the information on the trigger owners and what the ATF wants people to do if they have a WOT. ATF Public Affairs Division Deputy Chief Eric Longnecker did not answer Ammo Land's question about where the government got the list of WOT owners, because there's no way, because it's illegal. It's illegal how they got this information. It's a violation of privacy, and they know it. They know it. That's why they're not going to release that information. They're going to tell you how they did it. But did refer to an open letter from March of 2022. That letter states the owner should contact their local field office to arrange to turn in the triggers. Quote, based on ATF's determination that the FRTs that function as described above are machine guns under the NFA and GCA, ATF intends to take appropriate remedial action with respect to sellers and possessors of the devices. Current possessors of these devices are encouraged to contact ATF for further guidance on how they may divest possession. If you are uncertain about whether the device you possess is a machine gun as defined by the GCA and NFA, please contact your local ATF field office. You may consult the local ATF's official homepage for office contact information. The letter reads, authorized.net did not return Ammo Land's request for comment if it turned over information to the ATF. Because, yeah, once again, because those people could sue authorized.net for releasing that information. They could do it. Now, this is all mute. Let's come out of that. Because we know that the ATF, and I'm going to put it up over here somewhere, how they define a machine gun. Here it is. Any weapon, this is direct from the ATF website, any weapon which shoots is designed to shoot or can be readily restored to shoot automatically more than one shot without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger, which means you pull the trigger and it keeps firing until your magazine is empty. These triggers do not do that. it allows for a quick reset of the trigger, but it does not allow you to shoot more than one shot without a function, without a single function for it to fire. So the ATF's full of crap. They just, once again, this is just another on-brace rule, 80% receivers, so forth and so on. It's just another authoritarian move on the part of the ATF through the government. Once again, under the Biden administration. Because I guarantee you the White House got their hands in this too. But I say to the people who have these, I would say for your own safety, and I'm talking about legal safety, is just to get rid of the item, whether it be turn it in, whatever it may be. I think it's all a bunch of crap, because these triggers do not create a machine gun as defined by the ATF, but there it is. They're coming after you, and they have your information, and that's really a shame that people violated the Constitution to get this information to do what they're doing. But nobody's going to hold them accountable. They're a government agency. Nobody's going to hold them accountable, and that's really just infuriating. But be careful out there, and let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below, and as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.